Lightning McQueen. That's what I dreamed of being. Fast, free. I wanted to feel the wind rushing past me, the thrill of the race, the roar of the crowd. I wanted to be a hero just like him, but I was stuck here, on this shelf, gathering dust. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The once vibrant red paint on my body started to fade, and my wheels, once eager to roll, now felt stiff and unused. I was Rory the race car, at least. That's what the little boy named me. He had big dreams for me, dreams of winning races and being the fastest car in the world. He would hold me up and say, "Rory, you're the best." He used to zoom me around, making engine noises, his face full of joy. Every twist and turn, every jump and crash was an adventure. His laughter was my fuel and his happiness my victory. Now he played with video games, his laughter echoing from a screen. The world had changed and so had he. The digital world had taken over, and I was left behind, a relic of a simpler time. I missed his touch, the way his tiny hands would grip my plastic body, the warmth of his fingers, the excitement in his eyes. Those moments were priceless, and I cherished every single one of them. I missed the adventures, the races across the living room floor. The living room was our racetrack, the couch our grandstand, and the coffee table our pit stop. Every race was a new story, a new challenge. One day, I decided I couldn't take it anymore. I had to escape. I had to find a way to feel alive again, to experience the thrill of the race. I couldn't just sit there, waiting for the dust to consume me. I had to find a new adventure. So with all the courage I could muster, I rolled off the shelf. It was a leap of faith, a jump into the unknown, but I knew deep down that it was the right thing to do.
And so Rory the race car began to dream of a world beyond the shelf. A world where he could be more than just a forgotten toy. A world where he could race, explore, and be free. A world where he could be fast and free once more. A world where dreams could come true and where a little toy car could become a hero.
It was time. The boy left his room, leaving the door slightly ajar. This was the moment I had been waiting for, the perfect opportunity to make my move. The room was quiet, and the coast was clear. I knew I had to act fast before anyone noticed. This was my chance. I took a deep breath, if toys could breathe, and revved my imaginary engine. The anticipation was building up inside me, and I could feel the excitement coursing through my plastic frame. I had been planning this escape for days, and now it was finally happening. With a mighty push, I launched myself off the shelf. The feeling of freedom was exhilarating as I soared through the air. I had never felt so alive, so full of energy and determination. This was my moment to shine, to break free from the confines of the shelf and explore the world beyond. I tumbled through the air, landing with a satisfying thump on the soft carpet below. Freedom! I was free. The carpet cushioned my fall, and I quickly regained my composure. I looked around, taking in my new surroundings. The room seemed so much bigger from down here, and the possibilities were endless. I raced towards the open door, my plastic wheels spinning with excitement. The hallway beyond was calling to me, and I couldn't wait to see what lay ahead. My wheels whirred as I sped toward the unknown, my heart pounding with anticipation. This was the adventure I had always dreamed of. The hallway stretched before me, a vast and unknown territory. It was both thrilling and a little intimidating, but I knew I had to press on. There was no turning back now. Every inch of the hallway was a new discovery waiting to be made, and I was ready to explore it all. My heart, or whatever served as a heart for a toy car, raced with anticipation. The excitement was almost too much to bear, but I knew I had to stay focused. This was my chance to prove myself, to show that I was more than just a toy on a shelf. I was an adventurer, ready to take on the world.
Rory's adventure had just begun, and he was determined to make the most of it. The world was full of possibilities, and he was ready to explore every single one of them. With each turn of his wheels, he felt more confident, more alive. The hallway beckoned, with promises of new discoveries. Rory knew that this was just the beginning of his journey, and he couldn't wait to see where it would take him. The adventure of a lifetime awaited, and he was ready to embrace it with open wheels.
Everything seemed so big from down here. The world was a vast expanse of towering structures and endless horizons. From my vantage point, the simplest objects became monumental. A chair leg wasn't just a piece of furniture, it was a towering pillar reaching up to the sky. Towering furniture legs resembled skyscrapers, and the rustling curtains sounded like thunder. Each step I took echoed in the vastness, and the shadows cast by the furniture created a landscape of mystery and intrigue. The world was alive with sounds and movements that were both familiar and alien. I felt a pang of fear. The dimly lit room seemed to stretch on forever, and every creak and groan of the house felt like a giant's roar. But amidst the fear, there was also a spark of excitement. This was a new world, a place of endless possibilities and adventures waiting to be had. This new world was exciting, but it was also a little scary. Every corner held a new surprise, and every shadow seemed to hide a secret. I moved cautiously, my senses heightened, ready to face whatever came my way. The thrill of exploration was intoxicating, and I couldn't help but feel a sense of wonder at the world around me. I navigated my way through a jungle of chair legs, my small size both a blessing and a curse. The narrow spaces allowed me to slip through unnoticed, but they also posed a constant challenge. Each step required careful planning and precise movements. It was a delicate dance of agility and strategy. I squeezed through narrow spaces, dodging the giant feet that stomped past. The ground trembled with each step, and I had to be quick to avoid being caught underfoot. It was a test of my reflexes and my courage, and with each successful dodge, I felt a surge of confidence. I felt a surge of triumph with every obstacle I overcame. Each challenge was a victory, a testament to my determination and resilience. The world was full of obstacles, but with each one I conquered, I grew stronger and more confident. I was no longer just a small toy car, I was a force to be reckoned with. I wasn't just Rory the race car anymore. I had transformed, evolved into something greater. The challenges I faced had shaped me, and I had risen to meet them with courage and determination. I was Rory the explorer, Rory the brave. My journey had just begun, and I was ready to face whatever lay ahead. The world was vast and full of wonders, and I was determined to explore every inch of it.
Rory's journey through the vast and towering world of the house was filled with both challenges and victories. Each day brought new adventures, new obstacles to overcome, and new triumphs to celebrate. The house was a world of giants, but Rory was undaunted. With each step, he grew braver, more confident, and more determined to explore every corner of his giant world.
I zoomed from room to room, the house becoming my own personal racetrack. But as I explored, I realized I didn't know how to get back to the boys' room. Panic welled up inside me. I was lost. I spent what felt like hours under the living room couch, the darkness pressing in on me. Just when I felt like giving up hope, a pair of small hands reached down and scooped me up. My car.
Rory had been found, but his relief was short-lived. What new challenges awaited him now?
Section 6. Racing towards the unknown. One afternoon, Lily left me on the floor while she played with her dolls. This was my chance. I had to get back to the boys' room. I sped down the hallway, my plastic wheels whirring against the hardwood floor. I remembered glimpses of the path I had taken during my escape. I dodged feet, squeezed under doors, my journey becoming a blur of motion and determination. I wouldn't give up. I had to find my way back.
Section 7. A new friend, a new purpose. As the toy car rounded a corner, it came to a sudden stop. In front of it sat a toy truck, its paint chipped, but its spirit strong.
He introduced himself as Big Blue.
Big Blue had been lost for a long time, forgotten under the sofa. He had learned to adapt, to find joy in the little things. He told the toy car stories of his adventures, of the dust bunnies he befriended, of the crumbs he rescued from under the couch.
I realized I didn't have to be confined to the boys' room. I could find adventure and purpose anywhere.
Section 8. Homeward bound. Big Blue, sensing the toy car's longing, pointed towards a sliver of light under a door.
That's the way to the boys' room, he said. Go on, little buddy. He's waiting for you.
The toy car hesitated, its plastic heart torn. It had grown fond of Big Blue, of their shared stories and dreams, but it knew it had to go back.
Thank you, I whispered, my voice a silent whirring of gears. For everything. And with that, I sped towards the light, my wheels carrying me home.
Section 9. A Toy's Life. The boy's joyful cry when he saw the toy car warmed it like the sun. He scooped it up, his touch familiar and comforting. The toy car was home.
From then on, things were different. We still raced and played, but there was a newfound understanding between us. I would tell you stories of my day, and you would listen, your plastic heart full.
The toy car had faced the unknown and returned, a changed toy car. It learned that adventure isn't just about the journey, it's about the lessons we learn along the way, and sometimes the greatest adventure is finding our way back home.